It's
Hey,
causing plenty of noise.
hey, how you say your name?
Ahlam.
Aslam?
Ahlam.
Ahalam.
Yeah, it's okay. You can say it however. It's just not a easy name.
Ahalam.
Ahlam.
Ahalam. Okay,
Ahlam.
what's your ethnicity?
I'm from North Africa
Okay,
and
what country?
Egypt.
Okay, go ahead. You can you address the prompt?
Yeah. Why don't you go home and fix up your homeland? I think that unfortunately what happens with a lot of immigrant people is that they come to the US, because I think we're talking about this place in particular, and they do so in order to better themselves. And what they do is they become comfortable, they become more centralized on their own personal benefits that they're able to garner from being here, and they abandon any responsibility that they did or did not have to actually go back and build up their country. I personally think that that is a really bad thing to do, because if you're gonna abandon your country, I don't think that you should be in America being wanting to be identified with a place that you don't feel any responsibility to. And I just think personally that there's a lot of African people, particularly that do that. I don't agree with that, because how does it sound for you to be in another country talking about I'm from here, I'm from here, I'm from here, referring to where you came from originally, but yet you don't have any type of sense of responsibility to better the conditions of where you come from? I think that is kind of an empty pride thing, and I don't agree with that. I don't think that people should not come to this country, because that's something that is just generally not a restrictive thing that anybody can decide to do. But I do think that if any person from Africa, a black person, comes to this country, they have to be very honest about the fact that any benefits that they are able to receive, any social navigations that they're able to like participate in, was due to work of people that were here before they got here, and we do benefit. And I really don't like when African people don't want to admit that we benefit from labor of Black American people who have been here from the beginning of this country. And I think that there's not enough respect given to the fact that we played no part in the effort to produce those benefits, because we just were not here. And it's just not respectful to pretend like just because I'm Black that I get to just vicariously live through achievements that I did not participate in. Leave America.
Okay,
Love
hold on.
it.
You gotta land your plane, Alchemy.
Yeah. Love it. Love America, but not your own country. I mean, I don't have much to say about that, because that's kind of a statement that either I don't have a response for that, because I don't feel that way.
No, I want people just to focus on why won't you go home. The image person just put a little extra on it. Go, your plane landed.
Yeah, I just think they come here and they abandon their responsibilities. And I think if you decide to do that, then you should also not want to be identified with a place that you don't want to be responsible to.
And
Just say,
let me ask you, Alchemy. Do you think it's wrong for us to verbally voice our opinions on the matter anywhere we can?
I don't think it's wrong to voice any opinion about this if it's a collective gripe or collective like issue. That a lot of stuff that I've listened to that have been said, if those things actually are happening, then they are legitimate. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I don't think it's necessarily a good idea personally for us to utilize insulting language with each other, and I'm talking about African people too, because we say some stuff that is like completely unnecessary and rude. But just simply saying these are our problems with this particular group, and this is why we can't coexist. I
But
don't think
see,
there's anything wrong with
alchemy,
that.
I think Black Americans feel you got different segments. You got the ones that's gonna be polite and just do what they gonna do silently. Then you got the people who might check you here and then you got the ones that's gonna go to hell every single time, especially when you in our country. So you got some you just we got all kind of energy in the Black community. You just never know which one you gonna get.
Yeah, that's true.
Anybody got a rebuttal?
I would like to say this if I can. Um,
Yeah, our
so
country, Queen Goddess, our country. This our country. Go ahead.
yeah, I just want to
Um,
say that to the gentleman. My problem is not with them coming. My problem is not with their dysfunctional countries and their governments. My problem is that they act like they're perfect. There's no problems. But America's all messed up. Black Americans got all these problems and they're pointing them out. If my children and your children were playing together and all you see was problem with my children, me and you're going to have a problem. You understand what I'm
Yeah, those
saying?
people are
I don't like
lying.
people to pretend that they all that in a bag of chips and they got just as much problems as anybody else. Keep your mouth shut, mind your business, and do what you have to do. That's why TPS is ending. Because they're complaining. The government is tracing all the complaints. The government knows exactly where these complaints come from. They're on TikTok, they're on the social media. Everybody can see what they're doing. And now the government says, okay, you know what? Let's get rid of these people. They're becoming a nuisance now. They're causing problems. They're causing uprising. They're causing dispensation in our government. They're making Americans think different about us now. Governments don't like that. They don't like you to. I couldn't go to Haiti and shook up the government. They won't allow me to do it. You can't go to none of these countries to shake up their governments. My thing is be quiet, make your money, and go and try to fix your country. Ain't no problem with that. Ain't no problem with that. Make your money and
And
go
hold
fix your
on
country.
one
What's the problem
second,
with that?
VRR. Queen, Goddess, come up here, get muted.
I think Blackberry Molasses was probably commenting to when I had told the lady this is our country. I think she was like, "Yep, this is our country." Okay.
Those people that say that their country is perfect, they're lying. And I don't think that that's like those one of those things that is like so apparent that it's ridiculous to entertain. Because if
Hold on,
someone can,
Alchemy. Hold on, real quick. Queen Goddess. Queen Goddess.
Wagwan,
What's your ethnicity?
Jamaican, Afro-Caribbean in
Okay.
America.
All
Born
right.
here. Yeah.
Okay. Did you have something you wanted to say?
I was speaking down in the something and y'all clearly want to boot him out to bring me up. So I'll start
Nobody
it this
got
way,
booted
right?
out. Hold on, ma'am.
Let me
Hold on,
respond.
ma'am.
Hold on, let
I
me
know, but
speak.
hold on. I just want
Okay.
to correct you. I just want to correct you on something. Hold on. No one just got booted out, so you can come up here.
I'm saying y'all stop talking to this gentleman here
Oh,
to
well, yeah,
let
that's
me
okay.
in.
Yeah, because I want to hear what you got to say. You can
Okay, all right. Okay,
calm
so let me
down, relax. Do you want me to give you that same energy? I'm trying to be cool and calm and collected.
but y'all not
Now
though.
bring it
Black
down. Bring
Americans
it
aren't.
down. Please bring it down, ma'am. Okay, now go ahead.
Listen, me
Say
as a
what you want to
Jamaican, I don't
say.
have to bring nothing down.
Okay, well, what the fuck you want?
Bitch, not you, because your
Stupid
Black
hoe,
America's
get your
dead,
dumb ass,
No,
bitch. You ain't got no
unalive.
country.
girl. Okay, go ahead, Alchemy.
Okay, hold
What
on.
were
Let
you
me find
saying?
her.
I was just
Trifling
saying,
trash bucket.
I was just saying that these people that make these fanatical ideas about their home country are not being honest. And I don't think that it's one of those things that are so obviously not true that it's inconsequential. Everybody knows most people have not been to Africa. And obviously, there are some parts of Africa that are highly developed. But for the most part, Africa has a very big infrastructure issue. So for anyone to come to this country and pretend like they came from a paradise and are just happen to be here, they're not being honest. And I don't think like comments that are just entirely dishonest have any place in a real conversation. I don't listen to that stuff. I'm from Egypt. I'm from the southern part of Egypt, and we have some things that are not there. I would never tell you, as much as I'm proud of like the historical like things that tie me to that place, that we have a perfect country. I wouldn't say that. And if I did say that, no one should even pay me any attention. Because why would you migrate from one place to another if the place you were was better than the place you're going? It's just nonsensical. And I really think that people
Thank y'all for the gifts.
feeding into that kind of ridiculous stuff kind of puts the conversation out of the realm of being solved.
Well,
Because
alchemy, in my opinion, when I first started these panels, alchemy, I was kind of like, let me see if this can be sorted out. But now it's clear to me it's not gonna get sorted out.
yeah, on TikTok, I think is probably not.
No, I don't think. Period. Because I think you might not let me make you understand something, alchemy. Just because Black Americans, in their daily life, ain't telling immigrants, oh, I want you gone, or I don't mess with you like that, or y'all is kind of, not a benefit to my community. They might not say it, but a lot of us feel that way. We don't have to express it. We don't have to be rude. We know how to advocate for ourselves in other ways. So just because you don't hear Black Americans talking to you about the delineation movement or talking to you about how they feel about immigrants, don't mean we're not talking to each other about it.
I can understand that.
Okay? Because it's more and more of us waking up every day. And it's the train has actually left the building, okay?
I don't personally get those comments to me, and
Why
the
would
reason,
you though? You
yeah, but
Egyptian.
I think I know why that is.
And I was gonna say this too. It's actually they know about us delineating in Africa. They actually think that it's a security threat
The
because we have
UK
delineated.
and
Yep,
all across the globe.
yep. So it has reached
Thank you.
globally our delineation, and
Yeah,
everybody knows about it. So
I mean that's. I mean, I've never heard of delineation until like a month ago. But the thing is, I don't have those type of issues because I don't behave that way. Like we don't behave that way. We don't do that kind of weird nonsense. We don't
are you
like
in Egypt right now?
no.
Oh, you just an Egyptian?
Yeah.
So were you born in the United States?
No, I was not.
Were you born in Egypt?
I was born in Aswan.
Oh, okay. So you guys are not having any kind of issues with immigrants coming to undermine you there?
There are some issues that are happening, but I think that they are categorically different due to the fact that there's an influx of people coming from Sudan. But we don't have an issue with Sudanese people necessarily because we just got a really long historical tie. So a person coming from Sudan to come to Egypt is not really considered to be a foreigner because historically there's just never been a separation.
So wait,
But
Alchemy, would you consider yourself Black or Arabic?
I would consider myself Black, and I really detest the idea that they try to Arabize Africa in a way that makes me something I am not. I'm not an Arab. There are Arabic people in Egypt, but I am not one of them. And most of the people there, particularly in the area that I'm from, are African people who would be categorized as Black Africans. I
Oh,
think it's
okay.
really
I was gonna ask you, so do you look at yourself like do you refer to yourself as an African?
I refer to myself as an African whenever the conversation specifying, like specifically where I'm from. But in this country, I don't go around telling people I'm an African because I don't think that in America it's particularly important for me to like specify that I'm African because I think
Moving forward, we about to change that. It's going to be very important for you
well, the thing is
to.
that's not going to affect my behavior because you can
I'm kind
tell
of
me
curious to know what he looks like.
my picture is there.
That's your real picture? I'm gonna go look.
I mean, that's my picture.
I'm
Oh,
nosy.
Yeah, but saying is that my real picture? I
so
mean,
what?
No, I'm just
No, she
I can
saying.
just
just tell
want
you
to know.
yes.
Okay,
You
listen. I gotta ask you a question.
sure?
Like that outfit you got on right now,
Uh
that's
huh.
like the Egyptian wear.
Yeah, that's Bashari, like traditional stuff that people from my ethnic group wear.
And where is that for? Is that's in Egypt?
No, that's actually in London. I was at a wedding.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm nosy sometimes.
No, it's okay. But the thing
Too.
is,
I
like,
sure do take a look.
my behavior is what governs how I get interactions with people in this country. If you guys want to say, you know what, Ahlam, you can't call yourself black anymore, that's not going to change the fact that I respect what people have done in this country. I'm aware that I benefit as a black person in the United States from work of traditional or foundational black people. And I primarily try to be respectful and reciprocal to that. So what you call me doesn't have anything to do
To
with how
me,
I'm going to
he
behave.
just looks like, to me, you kind of look like a dark skinned Arab.
Yeah, but I'm not though.
No, I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying what I just looked like your features just
Yeah,
look
my
like.
phenotype. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean that's understandable, but like the thing that I like to deal with when it comes to things is factual things. And factually, my ethnic group have been in Egypt all the way back from antiquity prior to any Arab influence. And how I look is not necessarily gonna make that not a fact.
Understand we have the same issue with these Africans trying to tell these fools that we not African. We get so tired of it. So
Yeah, and I think those people are very stupid. How are you going to tell a group of people that they're not? Okay, I'll give you a perfect example. I have a cousin, right? I'm not going to say where he has his, he
Make
has his,
it quick. Make it quick,
okay, I will.
so we can go to the new guest.
He has a cafe, right? And Argila, like a hookah place. He would always talk to me about, oh, the black people coming. I'm quoting him. He said, the black people, they come here, they do this. He's always complaining. So after a while in Washington, D.C., they passed this thing, right, where they were going to make this massive license for smoking and all this other stuff. I saw him on television talking about how it's an attack on black business and blah, 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 blah. And I had to call him and say, like, why are you deciding that now that you get to benefit from being black, you want to talk about black business, but before this giant problem happened, you were trying to separate yourself from black people? And that's my cousin, and I think he's full of shit. Because it doesn't matter who you're related to. If something is incorrect, it's incorrect. I just think it's crazy for African people to come here and pretend like they just are not benefiting from things that Black American people did and are not respectful towards it. I think that's really stupid, and people like that do need to go home.